Hi, this is Dr. Janine Parolini, your Profinabox, and I'm coming to you today from beautiful Sioux Falls, South Dakota, where it's sunny and probably about 40 degrees, and it just feels warmer than that with the beautiful sunshine. So I'm grateful to be here with you today. I'm very excited to talk with you today, although I want to warn you, I'm probably going to be more than 5 minutes. What I have to show you today is not going to be accomplished in 5 minutes because I'm actually going to be able to share a sanctuary with you. Yes, she's built, and I picked her up about 5 days ago. Quite frankly, for the last 4 days, I've been in super intense training. I spent a couple days with Van of Vans learning how to properly use the van. And then I spent a couple days on my own just practicing what they shared with me and trying to unpack and move into the van. And so, yeah, it was really overwhelming. The first day, with all the training and all the things I had to learn, was absolutely overwhelming. The second day, I practiced what Vanna taught me and it felt a little better. By the third day, it was feeling more like, yeah, I think I can do this. I think I can manage it. And then by the fourth day, I was starting to feel ready for an adventure. So get ready because I'm ready to share Sanctuary with you. So the first thing I want you to see is the opening. This is a sliding glass door, the sliding door of Sanctuary. And what I did is the first thing I did is I stenciled her name on the front opening cupboard. As you can see, I'm calling her Sanctuary, and I also put the definition of what that means. It's a holy and sacred safe haven where God's presence and peace dwell. So I wanted to remember what Sanctuary is, what she means to me, and what I want her to be for other people as well. So as you walk into Sanctuary, you'll notice that there's this beautiful bench area, a very nice leather seated bench with a beautiful lagoon table that matches the countertop. I chose sort of a black and white theme, so it's a black countertop with a white speckle in it. And that lagoon table moves around, and I'll show you how it can connect with the front swivel seat. So then above the bench area, I put this nice niche so that I could store a bunch of different things here, things that I might need, quickly, my blender, a few cooking items, also some toiletries, and I've got my van journal in here as well. Some hand lotion, keep hands soft. Soft hands are really important on a woman. So anyway, just a really nice area to to hang out. And then there's actually storage below that bench. You can see that there's all this storage that you can use to put things that you don't necessarily need as quickly. So that all under there is all storage. And what I appreciate about Van of Vans and their work is they use all bamboo wood, and so it's just beautiful woodwork in the van. Really, really beautiful woodwork. Now above that bench, you can see that I've got one closed storage, and what I do is I use this to keep my laptop, and then I'll also keep my office supplies in there. And then also, you can tell that the ceiling, in these vans, and this is a Ford Transit, there's a curved ceiling. So Vanna had to work with this, and we decided to create this open shelf. And what I did here then is I purchased a black bag with my name on it, sort of a black and white theme to match with the black and white theme in the van. And I've got all my toiletries in here. So if I need to shower, I just pull my toiletries off that shelf, and I've got them here to use. And then if I need to shower outside of the van, then I just can take my bag with me. So it's really handy to have that, that shelf there with my toiletries on it. Now you'll notice that as you walk into the right, there's this beautiful area with the swivel seats. So right now I've got the passenger seat that's swiveled, but I can also swivel the driver's seat. And, I can easily fit 3 people here. And then what happens is that lagoon table comes on over here, and I can actually use it to serve 3 people for breakfast or lunch or dinner or snacks or play cards or anything. So kind of a nice little space for 3 people. Also, I wanted you to see these beautiful curtains that Vanna made for me that go all across here and can cover the van very quickly. Got a pretty little valance above it, but we found this fabric that's great with a nice black thick stripe, a thick gray stripe that, you know, the black captures the black in the van, the gray captures some of the gray trim in the van, and then the white captures the white in the van, and then there's a little taupe strip that captures sort of some of the taupe color of paint that I also brought in the van. So I could not believe these curtains were available. They captured all of my colors, and I'm really thankful for that. I'd also like you to see some of the above head storage. As you can see, Vanna was able to keep all the original Ford Transit storage up here. So nice area for gloves and hats over here and scarves. And I can put glasses that I need, sunglasses I might need. I've got some of my, what do I call it again? You know, clicker things that I use to turn equipment on. I can't remember what the name of it is. Again, I'm still coming out of the overwhelmed stage of learning this van. So I keep my clickers up there is what I do. So, and then I will show you this other shelf. So Vanna put in this beautiful shelf where I have so many things I can store up here. I use these black collapsible bins to put all throughout here. And I've got my towels, my extra towels, my extra sheets. I've got both kitchen and bath towels. I have exercise equipment. Look at this cute little foam roller that I found that fits in my aisle. And I've got that in the bin along with other exercise equipment. I have my blow dryer and curling iron in here. So just a lot of great storage using this upper shelf and these black collapsible bins. And, you know, just using those bins really keeps things clean, even though you're storing a lot in an open shelf up here. So I'm really grateful for that. And then as you walk into the van, this is just above the door. You can see that Vanna created this beautiful spice rack for me. I am so happy with this spice rack. It's just really cute, really handy. Got all the spices in there, and then they did such a great job with the woodwork by creating this opening so that I could see for the smaller spices, but they kept the theme of that. Notice how they kept the theme of that across the aisle too with this opening, and there's more of that even in the kitchen area. So really love this spice rack. I wanted you to be aware too, you can see I've got a number of things on my window. So what I have underneath is I have my roll-up shade so that I can quickly get privacy just by pulling that down. It's a great way to store that shade. And then above that, I've got what you call the bug wall. So when I pull this down and zipper both sides closed, I can screen the van in and still have wonderful open air coming through the van. So I'm looking forward to using this when, you know, things get buggy in the spring and summer and even the fall, but I want to keep the pests out and I want to keep the sunshine and the warmth and the air in. So this is partly where I was spending a lot of time those days learning the van. This is my equipment wall. So I've got my, I think it's called my inverter or my converter here. It changes the ampage. So I can change that as I need to when I plug in to different places. And then I've got, this shows me my battery power and how my battery's being used, how I'm getting solar, how I'm getting, using battery power, what my battery is. So I'm not even plugged in and I still have 100% of my battery because I have 3 solar panels on the roof that are charging my battery system. So that's amazing. And then here I have all my switches. So I have my main power. I have my LTE extender, my WeBoost extender on the roof to give me extra power for my cell phone and my hotspot. I have my water pump, kitchen lights, accent lights, my house lights. And then down here is my controller for both my air, heater and my water heater. And so you can see, like, I was spending so much time those first 4 days, just really learning how all this works, how it functions, how to treat the systems well, what the care and the maintenance looks like, and, you know, just how it works. So it's beautiful. And it's amazing how Vanna put all the equipment together, but it was a big learning curve for me, and I'm really grateful that I'm getting it and I'm learning it. So now we've got the kitchen area, which is along that sliding door side of the van. And here I've got a closed storage space where I'm keeping different kinds of dishes. And then I've got my built-in microwave. You can see I was able to put a paper towel rack in here, and Vanna built me this cute little niche. I know it's really small, but it fits what it needs to. I can put my dish soap in there, I can put some hand soap, and I can also put some air freshener in there. So a really nice, handy little niche. As you can see, I chose a black and white theme. So my counter is black with a white speckle. And then I chose a black sink and a black faucet to match that. And I'm very happy with those choices. I really, really am enjoying the colors in the van. Now, below all that cabinetry, you will see that I've got 2 drawers on the right, and then I've got a rather large cupboard here. And inside of that, one of the guys at Vanna built me this cute little shelf where I can put all my little storage bags, sandwich size, lunch size, quart size, and then like gallon size bags. So he built me a cute little space to do that. I've got my pots and pans under there. I've got my inverter, my stovetop. And I didn't want to build that in. I just wanted to be able to take that out and use it. I haven't even used it yet. So I've been using the microwave. And so I know I will use it. I do love to cook, but I didn't want things taking up space on the counter. I just wanted to be able to pull them out. And then we've got this space here. Of course, this is used for the sink. And then we've got a nice large cabinet there. Inside of there, that's where I do my garbage, my recycling, my regular garbage. And I've also got a Ninja toaster oven air fryer in there. So that's stored in there on its side, and it works really well. Now, this is a space as you walk directly in the van, and I realized I forgot to show you it. This is where I've got my isotherm refrigerator. So it's really nice because you come in the door of the van and you can actually pull this out this way and just put your groceries right in there while you're standing on the ground, or when you come in the van. So it's really, really handy place to keep the refrigerator, and I'm really enjoying the isotherm. It's really nice. Now, right next to that microwave is another storage space, which is absolutely amazing. This is a cupboard that Vanna Vans built for me, and it's got 3 slide-out drawers. So they slide out. They've got a nice lip on them. I've got my cups in here. This next slide-out is for taller things like certain bottles and flour and sugar that I might have. And then this next one is for other different spices. And I've got baking things in here. And then below, there's even room below where I can store my cans on a, kind of a nice hefty shelf. So I'll show you the front of that. You can see where I've got a lot of storage in that space. It's really nice. And then across from the sink is the bath and toilet. So I've got a shower in here. You can see I chose this beautiful black tile with white scoring. Vanna was able to create a nice niche for me where I can keep my soap, shampoo, conditioner, body wash. And so I can keep my squeegee, because if you just squeegee this down, it stays so beautiful and shiny. And then I chose a black, shower faucet and handle. And then I'll show you the toilet. So you can see that I chose a Laveo toilet. And Vanna also created they stained a nice black piece of wood that they have attached the toilet to, so it's really safe when I'm driving. So I chose a Laveo because it's easy and very clean to use. You don't have to pull out your liquids and your solids and pour them into somebody else's toilet, which nobody likes to see that coming. So you kind of feel bad when you're walking in with that. And then the composting toilet can be quite messy. And so I chose a Laveo, which is a bagging system. So when you flush the toilet, it bags up the waste and then it puts it into a larger bag, and you can flush about 17 times. And you don't have to flush every time. If it's liquid, you can use some of the pea powder, they call it, to keep things fresh in the van. The toilet doesn't smell at all. It's just been wonderful. I really love this toilet, so I highly recommend the Laveo toilet. Okay, now I will show you the bedroom so you can see that I've got about a full-size bed in there. And there's also, I have the back cargo door windows back there, and I have them covered with two things. One is I have another bug wall back there so that I can just bring that screen down in spring and summer and fall and just keep the wind coming in, the breeze coming in, the sun coming in, but keep the bugs out. So I have that both on that side sliding door, and then I have it in the back door. And then I also have my window covers back there that just fold up. Now, the other thing I would like you to notice that's an air conditioner, that black piece on the ceiling. This is an air conditioner. And notice how flat it is. I was just, when I saw that, I was amazed by it. You're not going to bump your head on that air conditioner. I haven't bumped my head on that air conditioner. It's just flat against the ceiling, and I love it. It's a powerful unit. And we created the van with being able to use the air conditioner off the grid in mind. So I've got the battery power to run that air conditioner even without having to plug in. And I'm really grateful for that, because you never know where you're going to end up at or stuck, or where you're going to be able to plug in or not. So even if I'm stuck in the middle of Arizona, I can run that system without having to plug in. But really, number one, it's flat. I'm not going to bump my head. That's really good news. So now we're back in the bedroom, and I wanted you to see the passenger side wall where Vanna put a large niche in for me where I can store different toiletries, hand lotion, my laundry detergent, some cleaning supplies, different things that I might want but not need like right up front. So I can store that in that niche. I've got a nice light back there when I'm reading. You can see back the cargo windows a little more, although I know it's sunny. As you look above that, you can see that I have 3 areas of storage for clothes, and it's plenty of room. I've used more of those black collapsible bins up there, so they really help me store and just pull things out pretty readily. You can also see on this side that Vanna created a nice shelf for me that was out of my kitchen countertop and lagoon table. So it kind of brings that color in back here as well. So we've got that nice look, and I can watch movies or just, put water or a drink on there or something like that as well. Just put my laptop up there and watch movies. Now, the other side of the bedroom is just amazing. You can see it's a wall of storage, and it's amazing. It's probably over 3.5 feet long. And I want you to see what we did. We designed this together where I've got a whole closet system back here. And because I have 3 of them, I can do one for casual, one for kind of nice casual, and then one for work clothes. And I've actually got a pull-out rod here, so you can pull your clothes out. You can see what you've got there and pick it out and then put it back. And then look at this. Below here, there's all this storage. I have, a foot deep of storage back here to put shoes and boots and different things like that. So again, I have 3 of these on the whole wall of the van. So great storage space. Well, I think you got the inside tour now. Shall I show you the garage? Shall I show you the outside? All right, so I opened up both of the cargo back doors here, and you can see the upper bedroom area here. But what I'd like you to see is this whole garage. I've got this whole huge pull-out storage shelf that is super duper heavy, and it slides in and out beautifully. I'm so happy I got a pull-out one. Now, just to make you aware, on this side of the van is where I have all my batteries and electrical power, and it's really beautifully done and intense. And on the left side of the van, the driver's side, is where I have all my water and water supplies and water flow, and probably, I think it's like a 35-gallon water tank. So this van is equipped. So anyway, here we are back inside now. There's a train going by. And thank you for spending this time with me and touring my van. And again, I'm your Profinabox, who just really finds this such a wonderful hobby to build a van, to learn about a van, to take care of a van. It's really, it is a wonderful hobby, and I'm really enjoying it. Although I've been honest with you, it's a very intense journey, and it takes a lot of perseverance. It took me 16 months to get from starting the process of thinking through the idea to, designing a build, to purchasing a van, to receiving it, to taking it in, to then waiting and working through the build process with the Vanna team. And I am so grateful I went with Vanna Vans. They're wonderful. They do extremely high quality work, and they want things done right for me and for any customer. So I'm really thankful. I love my van. I love Sanctuary. I want to take good care of her. And so thank you for letting me share about her. And I hope you're having a great day. I hope this helps you process your own desire for a van, or your own thoughts about a van or van life. And I hope it's helpful to you. Have a great day.